Welcome to CITAM ChurchOnline. My name is Karita Mbagara. I'm the Deputy Bishop of Christ is the Answer Ministries. In the book of 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 10, we read the following, and this is the NIV version of the scriptures. It says, "Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms." I want to focus on those words, faithful stewards. But first, let me note that each one of us has a gift. According to this verse, we are to use the gifts that we have received from God as faithful stewards. And that is critical because you can receive a gift from God that results in a blessing, but at the same time, it can end up hurting you and causing a lot of pain. I will illustrate this by using the life of Joseph, for example. Joseph had received the gift or the ability to receive communication from God via dreams. At the beginning, as a young person, he lacked the wisdom to go with that gift, and consequently, he would speak about the things that he was receiving from God as if he is boasting about them. And this seems to have, not gone very well with his brothers. And you know the story of Joseph, that at one time he is sent to his brothers while they are in the field, and they decide, let's kill him. They didn't kill him. They ended up selling him as a slave. But as they sell him as a slave, they are saying, let's see what will become of his dreams and his dreaming. In other words, they were angry at the way he had been talking about his dreams. It tells us that Joseph did not have the requisite wisdom to go with the gift that he had received from God. He was not a good steward of that gift. You can be given a gift and you need the wisdom to accompany that gift so that it glorifies God or serves God's people and also serves you. But Joseph did not have that at the beginning. But later, when he is in Pharaoh's house to go and interpret a dream, it is the right time. It is not him who is fronting himself. It is others who are, talking about him. And he is invited to go and interpret. And because of that interpreting of the dream of Pharaoh, he becomes the prime minister in Egypt. And it becomes a blessing not just to him, because first he is delivered from prison where he had been. He's no longer a slave. But it also becomes a blessing to his siblings and even his parents, in that later he is able to bring them, when there is a famine, to Egypt where they are able to live. So the same gift at one point causes trouble to Joseph himself, but much later it becomes a blessing to him and to the members of his family. And it just underscores the fact that we need to be able to use the gifts that God has given us, like Peter is telling us, in wisdom and use it so that it blesses others. Another example is Samson. Samson is blessed with strength that was unprecedented. And out of that gift, he is able to deliver his people from the oppressors, the Philistines. And on many occasions, he kills the Philistines. But also, this gift, he does not take care of it as he had been instructed. And he loses, his mind, in the sense that he does what he was not supposed to do. He tells the secret to the enemy, and the hair is cut. He loses his strength. He imagines that the strength is still there as before. And the final analysis is that he is taken captive himself, and his eyes are gouged out, so he loses his eyes. And in the final analysis, although he kills many of his enemies, the Bible says even more than he had killed in his lifetime, he himself dies in that last episode where he's killing the Philistines. Again, a question of having a gift that you are not using well. Brothers and sisters, what gift have you received from God? May I urge you to ask God to give you the requisite wisdom so that you can use that gift to the glory of God. Again, I read for you what Peter tells us. Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. Let us use the gifts that God has given us in humility so that we avoid pride, and let's ask God to give us the wisdom that will help us to be effective so that we and the people that we are with will benefit from what God has given us. Have a great week, and God bless you.